Yo, 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 what's up? This is Joe from Judge Innovation Garage in the Peach Capital of the state, baby, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Lee? What's up, Preacher Man? What's up, Preacher Man? What's up, Gary? It is 35 degrees. And I opened the big door. I opened the big door. It's 36 degrees. So what I'm doing this morning is I'm just cleaning up the chaos. Here is all the blowed fuses. Here's all the blowed fuses that was in the fuse box that I replaced. Also, hold on a second. If you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, are doing electrical and you're trying to trace stuff and you don't want to burn up lots of money and fuses, you boys and girls need to get these right here. Let me show you. You need to get these. These are breaker fuses. They're actually for marine, like for boats and stuff, but you can use them. So if you got a circuit that you're trying to figure out and it keeps popping fuses, you can put one of these bad boys in there. And if it pops, it just resets it. You know, it just waits a few seconds and then it resets. So you boys need to get some of these. Boys and girls need to get some of these. These I got off of Amazon. And those right there are good stuff. So you need to get those. These, I'm going to do a couple different lives today. I'm going to do one now, I'm going to do one midday, and I'm going to do one in the evenings, and we're going to see what happens. 62 degrees. Nice. Yeah, Mac. Laying in that daggone car. I'm the same way. I go to the chiropractor every 2 weeks. I used to go every week. Now it's every 2 weeks I go to the chiropractor. I've been going for 5 years now. 5 years now. Yeah. Yep. So just figure I'd pop on here. I'm gonna clean up. Excuse me. So here is the. Appreciate that, Nathan. Man, I got to go every 2 weeks. My regiment was every week, Mac, for a while, and then we got, he got ahead of it. But doing crap like this right here. Well, I don't mean crap like bad. Laying down, crawling, stretching, doing this, it just puts a toll on it, and you need to go. Yeah. So here's all the bad fuses that was in the fuse box. I put these circuit breakers in there when I was trying to find everything. So, as of right now, as last night, a little update. We have turn signals. We have turn signals in the front. We have turn signals in the back. We have park lights in the front. We have park lights in the back. And we have brake lights. And we have turn signals in the gauge cluster. Now, I am very surprised that all you lowrider guys out there and all you 63, 64, 62 Impalas guys never caught nothing. But WTF Mike commented on one of my pictures. He says, is the backup light supposed to blink? I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm not throwing shade or nothing. I'm just asking. Mike was the only one that asked. Appreciate that, Nathan. Now, I'm going to show you what nobody else seen but Mike. And I was going to address it today, but Mike got to it, so I'm going to show you. So, let me show you this on the Impala. See this bulb right here? See this lens? This lens has red and white. Yeah, that's right, Nathan. This lens is supposed to be in the deck. So they got this lens, they got lens number 1 and lens number 2 mixed up. So nobody caught that. What's up, Impala? What's up, Impala J? What's up, Gary? What's up, Nathan? No, what's up, Tulip? Nobody caught that but Mike. And Mike really didn't know. He just asked. He's like, hey, Jay, I'm just asking, does the backup light supposed to blink? No, it's not supposed to blink. This lens is in the wrong place. This lens is supposed to be in the deck, not here. What's up, 84 Cuddy? So we have turn signals. We have brake lights. And we have part lights. Now, I'm going to the part store today to get new these. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to cut it right here. I'm going to go to the part store and I'm going to get new one of these because you can wiggle these wires and the lights will flicker. So, and I'm going to start trying to clean up the wires, get them secured. You know what I'm saying? Get them secured. But like I said, I looked last night for if you missed it last night, I was underneath here messing with some stuff, trying to figure out what in the hell they got going on, and the windshield wipers come on. Then I found a wire that was I found a wire that shorted the ground and it activated whatever. But the windshield wiper switch, it's the connector and the end is bad. So I looked last night and I found one. So I'm going to check. Well, I found that I could get one. I'm going to check at the parts store this morning to see if they can order one to get a new headlight, get a new windshield wiper switch. But the windshield wipers come on. They come on with me up underneath the dash. Y'all can clearly see. And it kind of, I was like, what in the hell is that? Shh. What's up, Chris? What's up, Rusty? So also, I got these new grommets right here, and y'all see how I got the wire just wrapped around it and grounded. What I need to do today is I need to get that out. So I need to get that plug out so I can install the new plug for the lights. So we're good on that, and then I'm gonna start wiring lumen and cleaning all this up. So that's that. Look at that fat son of a gun. I gotta get out the daggone leaf blower and blow out all the leaves. So what I'm gonna do, what else you gotta do, is I'm gonna clean up my mess. Like I said, you guys doing this electrical, it seems like everybody's doing electrical here lately, last few days. Everybody's doing electrical. So I just want to let everybody know, if you're doing electrical, these are all the busted fuses, the pop fuses that was in the wire in the fuse box. You guys gonna start doing a lot of wiring and stuff, and you start popping these things, man, these things add up pretty quick. So all these were bad. So you guys need to, y'all need to get some of these circuit breaker fuses. You can get them on Amazon. Get you a couple packs. And then, see like this one right here, this 30 amp fuse. No, that's a good one there. That's a good one. So this one, this 20 amp fuse here is popped, right? So it was popped. So instead of putting a new one in there, what I did was, I took this 20 amp breaker fuse and I stuck it in the hole. And then all of a sudden it said tick, tick. You can hear it click. So that means it was something bad. So I just pulled it, and then I got to looking on that circuit. And that's why I went in the house, or that's why I went and had this printed off. So I pulled up this online, and I printed off the wiring circuit. And then I go down here to the fuses, and where I find them, because the letters was wiped off of the box, and I found the 20 amp fuse break. I found where the 20 amp fuse was, and I was like, okay, that's where that is. Okay, what is that? Okay, that's the wiper or whatever it is, right? Then I traced the wires through the circuit branch. So you got circuit branch 1, circuit branch 2. So then I come over here, once I find it, then you go to the next page, and then you start finding where those wires are, where they go to Then I started tracing them to see why it kept popping the fuse, and then lo and behold, there you go. They had it shorted to ground or whatever the case may be. You find the bad spot, you fix the bad spot, then you go back and you put this breaker fuse back into the circuit breaker, back into the fuse box. You give it power, you turn the key on. If you don't hear this thing click, 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 then that means that you fixed it. And then you come back here and you can also ohm the resistance in between point A and point B if you can get to both sides. That's another way you can check to see if the line's broke. If you check it here and and you're trying to check continuity between here and your resistance is OL, that means the line is broken somewhere in between there. You have to find it. And you have to cut the tape back and you just have to find the bad spot. That's how I found on the windshield wiper. I found where the bad spot was, I fixed it, put it all back together, and then when I give power to the switch, the windshield wipers come on. So if it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And here's another thing. A lot of people will get into something and they'll get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed. Don't think that I got all my shit figured out. I don't. Off camera, I cussed this car for everything it was worth. Not being disrespectful to the car, but just the person who done everything to the car. And they should wake up this morning and not have their thumbs for about a week and just be thumbless. They just be thumbless. They be like T-Rex. They'd be like T-Rex or be like a damn Velociraptor or something. Again, I'm not mad at the car, not disrespecting the car or the client, so I just unplugged, turn on damn Morgan Mini, turn Morgan Mini wide open, and just took a break and figured out what was going on. And lo and behold, we made good headway yesterday by the close of business yesterday. So, with that being said, I'm just cleaning up my mess and going from there because got some metal. My thumbs hurt all night long. No, I haven't. You know what? I haven't found Green Acres yet, but we'll look here in a second. And Beverly Hillbillies. I watched the fire out of them yesterday too. I need to go to Walmart and go back there in the fishing section and get me some of those little fishing trays that you put your lures and stuff in, so I can put stuff like this in. Because I keep, you know what else I need? I need to go to Harbor Freight and I need to tell my boy to buy me a toolbox just for electrical. Like, I got it over there on my cart, but I need an electrical cart, electrical buggy. That's what I need. I need a buggy where I can put all of my electrical stuff. Hey, Tulu, you still in here? Tulu, you still in here too? Hey, this is what it looks like. That's what you need. That's what you need, Tulu. 470 amp resistor. That's what it looks like. And it's not directional. That's what you need. So, good deal. So I need to get a cart. I need to get a toolbox cart or a small toolbox where I can put all my electrical stuff in it, where I can just roll it around. So let me show you. So I get these little trays. You know, when these trays run out, I take these trays and I put like fuses in them. And these are all connectors. Actually, that is a resistor. You have to. So I did not know until Tulu said something. When you guys are putting LS alternators into a conventional wiring harness, you have to put that resistor. I got a video on it. You have to put that resistor in line with the LS alternator, or it won't excite itself. You have to do that, or you have to buy one that's already been done. So this one right here, see this LS alternator, the wire. I think it's the second wire. I'd have to cut this loose and see. But I got a video showing you have to put that 470 ohm resistor in there to make this thing tell it to start charging. Oh yeah, Mac hit the gold mine the other day, buddy, but that's Mac's story. I ain't even gonna say that. But yeah, I need a toolbox, or I need a box where I can put all my electrical stuff in it, and that'll be it. Also, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I was gonna do it last time, but I didn't do it. But I am gonna do it. I'm going to go to American Auto Wire, and I'm gonna pull up their 20 circuit wiring harness. All right. So that's what's on the 68C10. Basically, all of them are based off of GM. So I'm gonna go to American Auto Wire wiring harness, and then I'm gonna compare it with some other ones to see if it's similar. And they should be similar because they're all based off of GM, right? And then I'm going to send those pictures like this. I'm going to send these pictures like this to my banner person that does my stickers and my banners and my all my stuff like that. And I'm going to have them to make me a wiring diagram chart. What's up, Elko? I'm going to have them to make me a wiring diagram chart. And I'm going to have them print it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them to make me, yeah, they make good harnesses too. American make the best but painless. So I'm going to compare notes with all those wiring harnesses. And then I'm going to send the files over to my sticker place, that makes my decals and stickers and stuff. And I'm going to tell them to make me like a 2 foot by 3 foot banner, a 2 foot by 3 foot sign. All right. So if there's, just figure out how we can do it and blow it up. And I'm going to put that summer gun on the wall. I'm going to put the road map. Instead of doing it like this with paper, I'm going to put that summer gun on the wall with exploded wiring harness, and I'm going to make it where it's not on the table. I just need to go over here and look at it and say, yep, I do that. And then put like dry eraser marker where you can mark it. Yeah, Mac, I got to thinking about that last night. I said, we are doing this way too hard, man. Way too hard. We need something blowed up so we can see it and stop. The T-Bone in here? T-Bone, what's up, T-Bone? You slipped in here. I didn't even see you. Yeah, take the wiring harness like this and just blow that summer gun up and put it up on the wall. Same thing with Holly. Like I do a lot of Holly stuff. So I pretty much know how Holly works, but do the same thing with Holly and just boom. Put it up on the wall, and then just reorganize the wall and say, okay, this is this. And you go, okay, we got to go here, 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 here. Okay, check. And kind of just, and then plus that cleans up the table. Yeah. See, I wanted to write, yeah, Gary, I wanted to write on my paper. Yeah, I got this shit stacked up. Yeah, I wanted to write on my paper, but then I knew once I started writing on it, I'd make a mess. So I started writing it in my notebook. Writing it in my notebook. So, yeah, so that's that. So the plan today, like I said, I'm getting on here just chewing the fat with you boys and girls. Hey, look, also you boys, when you go by, here's some let me move this so I don't mess it up. Here's some more free game for you guys that y'all probably don't even know. Giving y'all a bunch of free information. So here's something else you need to know. When you go to the parts store, AutoZone, Advance, O'Reilly's, wherever, and you go in there and you tell them, you need some bulbs, right? You need some bulbs. And you go over there to the shelf to get the bulbs, right? What's up, Cud Matt? You go over there to the shelf to get bulbs, right? So these 57 bulbs, these are the bulbs that was in the dash. So I was like, okay. I was like, all right, cool. So I get this bulb pack and I go over there to the counter and I said, hey, do y'all have, you asked them if they have contractors packs. Y'all ask them if they have contractors packs. And most of the time, if it's a very popular bulb, they'll have a contractor's pack in the back, and you can get it a little bit cheaper, and you get more. You can get more bulbs, right? So, unfortunately, the 57 is not a very popular bulb, so they don't have a contractor's pack. So these are all the ones that was in the dash that were bad. Here's all the bulbs. Look. These are all the bulbs that was bad, and I had to buy them 2 packs at a time, and they were like $6 a pack, right? Now, here's something else I tell you. The 1157 bulbs, these bulbs like this, these bulbs here, they're kind of common, and the ones with the blade connector, they're kind of common. So you can say, these are 1157s, right? So I said, I know they have 1157s. So I said, do you have any 1157s in a contractor's pack? And then they'll bring you a box out there like this right here. And you'll get a contractor's pack of 1157. And in this box, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 in a box. Looks like a drag tree. Looks like a drag tree. Can't talk about drag racing or dynos. People get all... Yeah, we ain't going there. People get all in their feelings and get to hurting. Yeah. So, save you a little bit of money. When you go to the parts store and you know you're going to need a lot of bulbs, you need to ask if they have a contractor's pack to save you some money for you and the client. Line them up. Yeah. So, all these bulbs was in the gauge cluster. There was 14 of them that I had to replace on that big boy. So, what's up, Chance? Oh, we just going through the motions this morning, Chance. Telling everybody about these contractors packs, and we got turn signals, we got brake lights, we got running lights on the Impala. So now we're just going to clean up a little bit today. Going to do a little bit of cleaning up. Talking about these wiring diagrams. Hey, if y'all, let me pin that right quick. Let me pin that. If y'all, look, if y'all ain't following Chance Customs, y'all go over there and give my guy a subscribe, a follow, drop in the comments. He's been posting a lot of stuff, man. Go over there and just look at stuff. And I'm not sure. Chance, did you just put a 350Z drivetrain in a Ford Ranger? The one that Bob Bobbington, what's your favorite motor? An alternator. Hey, Chance, Chance, did you put a 350Z in a daggone Ford Ranger? Is that what I read right? 454, 496. I don't have a favorite, Bob. I'm sure some of these guys in here do. I don't have a favorite. What's up, three-wheeler lover? Hey, three-wheeler lover. I had two Tri-Z 250s, three-wheeler lover. I had two Tri-Z 250s. Yeah, yeah, Chance, are you still on here? If you are, did you put a 350Z in a daggone Ford Ranger? Because on the little caption it says 350Z power. And then you out in the woods, just thrashing woods. No, it was a joke. Just had it sound like, okay. Because I started to say, man, I gotta come see that summer gun. I gotta come see that. If you done that, my guy's like, daggone, man. But he did put up his 4BT Cummins. He did put that truck up there, and he's got a video of the Jeep. He's got a video of my old Jeep on there where I took it to him and he serviced it. Yeah, he's got a video of my old Jeep. Yeah, I seen that and it made me sad. So, but yeah, yes, sir. So, y'all go over there and check out Chance. Good dude, man. I can't say it enough. I really can't. Super good dude. I got these in yesterday. These little fittings. These is for the transmission cooling line, so we're gonna get that took care of today. But also, we're gonna clean up because the metal shop called me or texted me, and the 2x2 1/4-inch angle came in yesterday. 2x2 1/4-inch angle came in today. So y'all know what that means. We're getting back on OG6 this weekend. We're going to build a pump rack, a battery rack. We getting back on that. So I know Elko will be excited to see that. I know old Elko will be excited. So the bulb in the odometer gauge is a 57. Is it? So the bulb in the odometer gauge is a 57. You talking about? You talking about this bulb right here? Let's see. Yep, it sure is. Yep, it sure is. It looks just like it. Sure does. Yeah, see, so here's something, I mean, I'm good that T-Bone brought that up. Some electrical stuff will make this light come on, and then some of it won't. And then you have to use like this right here, this digital one. Sometimes when you use this digital one, the light won't come on. You have to use a bulb. So that's why we got different ones. So with that being said, yeah, I'm going to go get that metal, that 2x2 angle, 1/4-inch angle. Going to go get it today, and then I don't know, probably won't be tonight, probably tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to start working on the pump, the hydraulic pump rack, and the battery rack for OG6. So, and unfortunately, that's going to be members only until I release it. So, just to let you know, if you want to watch that live will just be members only. So you won't be able to see that one until I release it a week later. What was the matter? So I'm going to show you something since I'm going to throw it away. All right, so this pump rack right here that we made the other night, that was just me just spitballing. Just, you know, y'all remember spitballing in school? Put a piece of paper, you know, spitballing, putting it in a straw, stuff like that. This right here was just spitballing. This was just spitballing right here. I'm going to completely change this up. I just used all that stuff in the bone pile. I am going to reuse the gussets. Y'all see where I got the gussets? I'm going to cut them loose. I'm still going to use the gussets. So that's that. Hey, I saw I'm a membership reinstatement. The reason why I scoot is because I did not know that I had 3 levels of membership, right? I had 3 levels of membership. And a lot of stuff was going on here in the last couple of days or last couple of weeks. There was a lot of stuff going on. I didn't realize that I had 3 different members. And then when I would post a video, it was just crazy. So talking with Metal Art Customs, Cars in the Cut, Tulu, 87. I went in there and just made I just made one pass and deleted the other ones. So if you had an old membership and I deleted it, it refunded your money. So I did not know that there was 3 levels, and then one level, like the bottom level, you only get like shout outs, and then the second, it was just crazy. So I didn't know it was like that, and I apologized to everybody, and I made a video about that, apologizing to everybody. It's a members only video. So with that being said, I deleted all 3 levels and just made one level called Family Elite Pass. So I've been posting a lot of stuff, and it's been Family Elite Pass first, and then after about 3 days, 3 or 4 days, I release it to the public. So I told in that live video that I apologize. I'm gonna start doing better for the ones that are going beyond and getting the passes. So that's what we're doing that. So with that being said, also, if you join the membership and you're on an Apple product, it's gonna charge you 30% more going through Apple. So you have to either go through a desktop that's non-Apple to enroll, because, for example, Metal Art Customs, his membership is $5.99. When I joined on my phone, on this iPhone, it was $7.99. And then we got to digging into that. Same thing with everybody else. And actually, WTF Mike is the one that told me that Apple charges 30% more to use that service. So that is why it's higher on some and others, because when I went to Max to join Max, it said $7.99, and I screenshot it and I sent it to Mac, and he's like, no, it's $5.99. I was like, it's $7.99 on my end. So that got us going down the rabbit hole. I got with WTF Mike, because me and him talk a lot, and he's like, no, this is what's going on. If you use an Apple product, Apple products is going to charge 30% more to do whatever, up to 30% more. So if it's $5.99 and they're charging $7.99, that's the difference. So if it comes up and it's more, than $6.99, that's what the member Elite Pass is for this channel. If you go and you log in and it's more than that, it's because you're going through something that's charging extra. I know Mac told me that when he pulled it up, it was like $11.99 on his end, and he had to go a different route to get it. So that's just a PSA announcement. But let's get back to this right quick. So let me go back to this. So this rack right here, I wanted to do something, and I just built this. And now that I've got back and I got to thinking about it, and then also I was digging around and looking, and I did not know, but let me show you what I found. I did not know I had this left over, so this is what we're going to use. See that right there? See that? That is a piece of 2x4 rectangular tubing 3/16 wall. That's what we're going to use. I'm going to pull that out. That's what she said, pull that out. I'm going to pull that out, and we're going to make it on tomorrow's live. I don't know what time it'll be. Tomorrow's live, we're going to make a new pump rack and battery rack with that right there, that 2x4 rectangular tubing. And I'm just going to go and give you an idea. So instead of being doubled like this, it's just going to be one up, and it'll be where it's removable. and it's going to be one rail that goes all the way across the trunk. I'm probably going to run it from about right here, from this body bushing to about right here. Probably going to pop a string line, and I'm going to fab it up here, and I'm going to take it down there to the car and see what it looks like in the car. So we're just going to come up. We're going to try to see if we can 45 the ends in the saw. I would like to 45 the ends. If I can't 45 the ends, what we'll do is we'll just corner weld them like this. We'll take the gussets and we'll make the corner weld. We'll make it look like a 45. If that little table saw won't cut a 45 on that tubing, then we'll just have to, I'm pretty sure it will, because when I built the C-notch for my son's truck, I cut it on 22.5 degree angle. I think it will. So if I can get a 45 and a 45, that'll be a 90. That'll be better, and then I can corner weld it, and then it'll be flat and flush all the way across. So with that being said, I'm just going to do one rail all the way across. That's 2x4 rectangular tube and 3/16 wall. That's the same material that we used to build the chassis in the box truck. And then what I'll do is I'll go get the 2x2 angle today, and then I already got the battery measurements. So this system is set up to run on 3 pumps. 3 batteries, 6 batteries, 3 on this side, 3 on this side. I'm going to see what the measurements are on the batteries that Carter sent me. And if I can get 4 batteries, if I can run 8 batteries, 4 on this side and 4 on that side, I'm going to do that, because I have 4 solenoids. I have more than that. Yeah, I got more solenoids than that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got 10 solenoids. So, but I'm going to see, and then it's just going to be, the battery rack will be here where it's removable. I'm going to make some tabs. On that tubing, I'm going to make some tabs that come down. So when the battery rack drops down, it's bolted to itself, so it can all be removable. I see a lot of guys that weld them in solid, and then if you never need to repair or modify the brackets, you can't, because you got to cut it out. So I'm going to make everything modular. So the battery rack will go down, and then I'm going to put tabs. We'll cut some tabs out of some 3/16 plate, and then we'll bolt everything from the bottom side. Also, I have some, with that 2x2 angle, we'll probably take on the side of the, on the rectangular tubing, we'll probably take some angle and we'll cut it, since that's 2x2 or 2x4, and we'll take the angle iron and we'll run it on the side and we'll cut it at an angle. And then what we'll do is we'll lay out the solenoids, and then we'll drill all the holes for the solenoids. And then what we'll do is we'll run bolts up through the bottom, and then we'll weld them. We'll make studs all the way across. So when we bolt the solenoids in, they're good and solid and have a good ground. Also, when the solenoids are connected, they will be connected, and they're the good ones too. They're the good ones. They're the good ones too. Elko, they the good ones too, buddy. Yep, they're the good ones. Yeah, we got a new word. What's the new word? Modular. That's a big word, like mayonnaise. And then we got to have one that really scratches my ass. That's a new one. What's the other new one? What's up, Angie? So also I gotta go down to Ace Hardware or True Hardware tomorrow in the morning, and I'm gonna see if they have the coupling nuts where I can put these together. So there'll be the coupling nuts where all these are connected together like that. And then I was telling Cars in the Cut about it. My friend at Petty's a long time ago, Rooster, he would wire stuff up, and when he would wire stuff up, he would take the wire and he would run it around a piece of round rod and make it look like a pigtail. So instead of just going a wire from here to here, he would take the wire and he would curlicue it. You know what I mean? And it would kind of just, it was just kind of cool, man. Astonishing. Yeah, astonishing. That's another word. So we got astonishing, we got modular, and we got that scratches my ass. So that's that. So, and then everything will be, it'll be all nice and neat, and it'll be more compact. Yeah, twist it on a pin or twist it on a bull pin or something. Yeah, make it really nice. Also, the new welding lead came in. I got it hanging right here. Got the new welding lead came in. Yeah. So we're gonna try that bad boy. We're gonna try that bad boy, and then when we do that, we're going to then we're gonna finish welding up the chain bridge. Yeah. So that's where we're at on that. So stay tuned on that. Yeah, big stuff. Yeah, I'm excited about this new lead. It's the heavy duty one. Like I said, it's the heavy duty one. I've been wondering what the band does on the motor though. I don't know. I don't know, Elko. I don't know what the band does. We'll just have to figure that out together. But like I said, I was just straightening it up. I need this table. Also, I need to go to Hobby Lobby to get the fabric for the gauge cluster. He's ordered the carpet. There's some other stuff he's ordered that hasn't got here yet. But like I said, oh yeah, we got the new Speedo, we got the detent cable. There's a lot of little stuff that I want to do since I was so stressed out and kabobbled with the wiring. So I want to clean up everything, get the shop cleaned up, just do some housekeeping, get everything squared away, do this, do that. Once I get everything done, then once I go get the angle, we'll have that for tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. But tomorrow, like I said, I got to go to the hardware to get that stuff. So it'll probably be around lunchtime tomorrow. It'll probably be around. Got to cut that. I got to get that camera out on. Yeah. So, got to have this thing done by the end of the month. I think we're in good shape now. I think we're really in good shape. The next big hurdle would be the air conditioner system, the drive shaft, the exhaust. We got to do the drive shaft. We got to put the drive shaft in. Gonna check the brakes, go over that, make sure everything's good on that. Got to do the AC system, got to do the lines and all that. Got to crimp them, then got to charge the line. Got to go to the exhaust shop to get the exhaust done. Just have to do a checklist. From back to front, front to back, top to bottom. Got to put the new carpet in. Gonna have to make a punch list. And then once that's all done, got to hook the horns up. Got to get the horns situated in the steering column. Got to put the trim ring back on the steering wheel. Got to replace the windshield wiper switch. Going to do that. Going to cut and buff the windshield to get the scratches out of it. We got to epoxy the bottom of the deck lid and the bottom of the hood. I think I'm just going to go on and paint them red. I have some red chili fire. I have red chili pepper red. It's a Chevrolet red. It's close to that. So probably what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and epoxy the bottom of the hood and just go on and paint it. And I think it's single stage and be done with it. And then put it on there. So there's a lot of stuff I got going on. An exhaust bender, Chris Fisher takes up way so much room, man. There was a shop here in town that closed and then they opened back up and then they went part-time. They had the nice one, the bend pack one, the nice one. Dude, it was huge, man. It was huge. Man, it was half this table, man. And this table's 5 by 10. Yeah, 5 by 10. This table's 5 by 10. It was half this table. So, but anyways, we've been on there 48 minutes, 49 minutes. That's pretty much it. I'm at the end of it. So basically we're going to clean up. We're going to put Mork and Minnie on. I'm going to look for Green Acres, see if I can find it. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Today's Friday. Everybody have a great day. It's supposed to be like 67 degrees today, but it don't look like it's getting there too time soon. I appreciate every single one of you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Remember I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's.